Babezilla, Rise of the Zombie Horde from 2022. Real quick, this will be my last normal concurring episode. There's stuff happening. People are moving. Things like that. I still have my solo channel. I'm going to plug it. Bad Movies Deep Dive with... Well, Bad Movies Deep Dive.
With him.
With me. And I just make fun of movies. And
he doesn't like us enough to let him...
They're going to keep this going. They're going to continue. Jim's taking my spot.
Yeah. I am the captain now.
He is the captain. But, Babezilla. Jim, I want to hear your opinion. I love this movie. So I picked it because it's my last episode. I was like, all right, I love this movie.
What a special turd to end things on.
Jim does not like the movies I seem to like it, apparently.
It would seem that way. We have different taste in bad movies.
Yeah. Lower the budget, the better for me.
I don't know, man. I mean, the budget for this film seems that it was like a tin can and a condom. Like, I can't imagine they spent any money on it.
A couple thousand.
Like, condoms.
You made us watch a porn.
Basically,
a porn.
This is the only time that I've ever seen a butthole in a movie, and I know you can get like glimpses of two of them in The Greasy Strangler, but those are glimpses. This is like full on
1.5 beehole, and then also there's a pierced vagina.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
that's something you just don't see in.
You don't see it every day
in movie films.
The man had a vision, and he made the movie.
Yeah, he did have a dream. I mean, I think it was like a wet dream and a bad dream rolled into one, but he did have a dream.
I had a jizzmare. It's like a nightmare, but sexy.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
There was so many
wanted to make a movie, so he made a movie.
Why so? What do you find great about this film?
It's funny to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that there were funny moments throughout the film, like when we see the two hicks sitting on the porch.
It's not even Wednesday.
Yeah, it's not even Wednesday. That was pretty good. I liked that, but
and he's jorking it.
Yeah, jorking his peanuts.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
As she spazzes out, and then possibly is unconscious. He just keeps going at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there were a few times throughout the movie that I actually did laugh out loud. Like, I think there was 5 altogether, because I kept track.
The scene
okay. So there you go. There's some positive stuff. All right.
All I gotta see is nipples for consent.
That's pretty memorable. Or them eating the two zombies eating the one dude's wiener in the woods without him even screaming or flailing around or anything like that. He took it pretty stoically. I get it.
They bite that sucker off.
Yeah, it was about the same sequence. When they were listing off all the people with Dr. Willie dying and the last person was a 90-year-old that was clearly a 16 or 10-year-old.
Probably
that
16
was hilarious.
or 10. Yeah, like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
But
that part cracked me up.
That was very good. And it's little moments like that make me think this guy is probably actually capable of directing a genuinely really good, so bad it's good type film. But it seemed like most of the time it was just a so bad it's bad kind of movie. It didn't really seem like it was a parody of bad movies in any real way. It just felt like a generic bad movie, just sort of self-flagellating itself. Look at how stupid this is.
You're attacking one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, because it sucks.
One of the cops was eating 2 donuts off of a gun and had a beer in his holster.
I did appreciate the realism of that.
He was wearing Hey Dudes.
He was wearing Hey Dudes.
Yeah, Jim said that. Yeah,
I noticed that. I was like, hey, I have those shoes at home. They suck.
Also, his beer was empty.
Yeah, he had a beer in his holster.
Yeah.
That's how you know he's from Iowa.
Or Ohio, or Missouri.
Yeah, we kept debating as we were watching the movie. What state was this setting? Because we could clearly tell it was the
setting. I know where it filmed.
Yeah, well, we knew that it was somewhere in the Midwest where they filmed it, and we were trying to narrow it down. And it was definitely Iowa.
Is that what you found?
Yeah,
the license plates.
Yeah, because the license plates, and then also when you look in the credits, they mention Iowa a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know his next movie he's filming in Kansas City.
Wow, he's really getting around.
Carry on my wayward son.
It'll probably be outside of Kansas City, but yes.
Yeah.
Well, might do a studio. I don't know. I don't know much about Kansas City.
I don't know either.
I want to take a moment to complain about something in this film.
Okay.
The gun Babezilla was using.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, this is a cool gun.
Okay.
She had a magazine in the front, normal, but then she had a bullpup magazine in the back.
Okay. I didn't notice.
Yeah, to the end. I mean, it was like, oh, it had 2 barrels. I don't care.
So strangely enough, they got the donuts on the cop's gun right. They got that detail right, but then they completely botched the bullpup gun.
Yeah.
So if you're a big firearm fanatic, this film may not be for you.
It's like, it was cool until I saw that. I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Like, my boner for that gun immediately went away.
Yeah.
Now, what about the super queef cannon?
What is there even to say about such a thing?
When I heard the phrase of her yell, super queef cannon, I just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Reevaluated my life, and I was like, you know what? This is fun. All right, whatever. I'm going with it.
The opening credits of her stripping and showing her beehole is like 4 minutes long.
Yeah, this film is only an hour long, and it uses its time very poorly.
Like, there was a sequence of her, like, rubbing her titties and eating a popsicle. You ever rub your titties and eat a popsicle?
That goes on for quite a while.
Like, I get that scene at least is realistic, because who hasn't done that?
Sure.
But it still seems like, why would you sacrifice entertainment value for documentary realism?
Actually,
Did you get word when she broke the banana out? And you're like, oh no, we're going to do another 4 minutes of this?
pretty much, like, who
It was only like a minute, though, for the banana.
She
Yeah,
deep throats it and shaves bits off with her teeth.
Yeah.
And then the corn.
I do have
She's got to shuck the corn.
Yeah.
I said
and then there's
shuck.
the cucumber. Yeah, shuck. Get your mind out of the gutter, you filthy fuck.
I do have a bit of a funny story in regards to the popsicle, now that you mention it. I literally filmed one of my buddies, Cody, eating one of those Dove chocolate, like, ice cream bars, having a fake orgasm and rubbing his titties, like, very loudly, as he ate
Why?
this. Why? Because you haven't met Cody. It's probably for the best. He's a good guy.
Have any of the viewers met Cody?
No.
All
He
right.
was fun, and now I don't talk to Cody as much, but yeah, he...
This is the point in the video where I would like to advise the audience to get in contact with Cody and see his perspective on this.
Yeah, find Cody.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find him on www.findcorey.org or .gov or something, probably.
Yeah, but it's because Find Cody was taken.
Exactly.
Now, what did you think about the special effects of her transforming into a reptile?
I thought that it was so realistic that I had to watch it 3 times to understand how they did it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I did enjoy the practical special effects.
Yeah, like the lasers shooting out of her tits. I thought that was really cool that they did that for real instead of using CGI.
Yeah,
I appreciate
I don't know how they did it.
Yeah.
Stephanie Love, how do you have laser titties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
let us know in
comment,
the comments.
subscribe.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can go ask her.
Yeah.
I follow her on Twitter.
Also, at the ending, she replaced her nipple piercings.
No.
Did she?
Which created a continuity error.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you're gonna do it, keep the same titty piercings the entire.
Exactly.
They were like little
this broke
horseshoes.
my
where it's just
immersion.
like- yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, I can stand somebody turning into a lizard. That's not a problem. But switching your nipple piercings unexpectedly mid-film? How am I even supposed to be able to know if this is the same person or not? This could be a completely different character.
I almost had a little chub for you, but then you
Little
swapped
bitty
it.
chub.
Yeah, itty bitty chub. Little bit of chubs for you.
And have you guys seen the sequel?
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we barely saw the original.
All right.
So,
Titty
If you
shark.
like this sort of movie, there's a sequel.
yeah.
Titty shark.
Yeah.
But why?
I've seen it. I like these kinds of movies. I like the absurdity and the low budgetness.
And boobs.
People just having fun.
And boobs.
Yeah,
And there just happens to be boobs in this one, but I enjoy it with movies that don't have them also.
I get that. I mean, it was probably more fun to make than it is to watch. I would give them that.
Okay. Jim doesn't like this movie.
No.
I think we've got that.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the movies I like.
I didn't
Got
like
it.
I did not like the 2 basement-dwelling criminal men. I thought basically, even though they're essential to the plot, in as much as there is one, I thought they were very boring to watch.
Some weird sequences.
Yeah.
He stole her vagina. He cut off a vagina.
He did.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
ate it.
Yeah.
did.
Did you
licked
notice
it.
when he was cutting her into the toilet, it was just like watermelon he was cutting?
That sounds about right.
He used children's safety scissors.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, at least use adult man scissors.
Exactly.
You know what it kind of reminds me of is a Chris Seaver movie.
Okay.
Who dat?
Blood fart lake.
Terror
I
at Bloodfart
see.
Lake.
I gotcha.
But
is this the
Chris
guy that directed
Seaver-
The Curse of Titty Island?
Chris Seaver's dialogue is non-stop jokes. Nothing is serious. It's all just having fun. But
Swag.
this is like Chris Seaver
Adjacent.
on screen kind of thing, just without the jokes.
Yeah.
And more titties.
But it made you laugh five times.
It did.
So
Yeah.
It's got has some
So
jokes.
there was that.
It's lighthearted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
don't know.
didn't necessarily think it was cynical. I didn't think it was like mean spirited or anything like that. I just thought it didn't really use its time very well. It seemed like there were a lot of sequences that just weren't that entertaining.
There was a zombie chick adjusting her hair and giggling throughout like that fight sequence.
Well, that's funny.
Yeah.
you
Like
know?
that one.
But like a
But
4-minute
I
popsicle
noticed
filleting
that.
scene, you know?
I don't even fillet my popsicles in 1 minute or 4 minutes. It's just one and done. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah, I just eat the whole thing in just one big gulp.
Yeah, unhinges
Yeah.
his jaw like an
Yeah.
anaconda.
Yeah, I'd even take the stick.
Yeah,
But
it's true.
That's just me.
Well,
I've seen
don't
him
worry, Jim. It's the last time you got to put up with one of mine. So
for now, until we
Yeah,
hang
until-
out
Yeah,
again.
until
until
we
we
bring
hang
him
out
back
again.
from the
Yeah.
dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, hey, you want to do some Pop Rocks and cola for old time's
Oh
sake?
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I got the cola.
How many times have I died doing this?
Twice, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is like a Mentos and Coke kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a Pop Rocks and
Yeah.
Coke thing, and we actually did it, and he ended up dying.
Twice.
Well, that's quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
You know, if you ever need to clean your ears out,
What
Mentos
movie
and
was
Coke
that?
is the way to go. Do it.
Yeah.
What movie was that?
Urban Legend, the
Urban
greatest Jared
Legend.
Leto film of all time.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
They're going to be making another a remake or something like that. They're finally getting back on track with that.
Oh, cool. Okay. So I guess that kind of wraps it up. It's a short movie. I enjoyed
Yes.
it.
Yeah, it
I'm-
does just barely clear that feature length line.
To give you an idea of what kind of movies I like, I give this one an 8 out of 10.
8 titty piercings out of 10.
That's right.
What
do you-
about you, Jim?
I'm gonna swing in the opposite direction here. I will say that it was pretty funny here and there. It just doesn't use its time very efficiently. It's amazing that a 1-hour film can feel so padded. I think personally I would give this one 2 titty piercings. One for each tit, respectively. The left one and the right.
And Garrett?
I'm going to go with a 3.5.
Okay.
I mean, like, I liked it, but if I'm comparing it to, like, Blood Fart Lake, which was nonstop, like,
Yeah.
that one was funny. This one, they had some moments that kind of dragged, where they were just slow, and it was just...
It's no Greasy Strangler. Just saying. Watch that video and that movie. Very
Like,
good.
the filleting banana, like, the filleting scenes.
Yeah.
I stand by my
Solidification.
movie pick.
Yeah.
I'm not... I would show this to someone. Like,
Okay.
In fact, I know exactly who I'd recommend it to.
Cody?
No, Tristan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
He loves this kind of stuff because titties.
Our viewers will be familiar with Tristan by this point.
Yeah. And if you're not, again, go to www.findcorey.org.
Yeah, he's on there too, near the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're lazy and we just put them all in one spot.
exactly. We don't care that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like half in, half out.
It's like how when I do the Find Waldo books, I just circle the whole page.
Exactly. Yeah, or like if I'm doing like a maze in something, I just like do a straight line to the exit. I'm like, I don't want to spend all this time dancing around all these lines and shit. I'm going straight to the end.
Yeah, or just like start from the outside and go. Yeah.
Exactly.
I went around the maze.
Yes.
Stupid. Anyways, thanks for watching, and as always, like, comment, subscribe, and
Bye.
stay demented.